Let's review the quiz. Stop the video to review each question. As I unfold the steps of the solution, if you feel you want to redo the question, by all means stop the video, do the question, and continue with the review. I will point out important remarks and especially tricks that one can use to solve a particular question faster. Always remember the definitions of even and odd function. Graphically, easy to see that a function which is both even and odd is constant 0. So the derivative of f is constant as well. Very useful to draw yourself the graph of arcsine and conclude the answer. You don't have to take the second derivative to solve that, but if you did, remember that positive second derivative indicates convex behavior. How to remember? Positive equals smile, as opposed to negative, which means a frown. This is concave, looks like a cave. You might find these word games stupid, but for non-native English speakers, this is very useful. The quickest way to calculate a line by slope and a point is this. Moreover, by drawing the graphs, you can eliminate most of the answers. Solve or plug in the answers to see that only C fits. By the way, this conversion is completely true in real life, so one might just know the answer. Here, if you know to think in pictures, you are golden, and the answer is straightforward. Let me note that there is another way to solve this. It is computationally more complicated, but I will use this opportunity to introduce the multiplication by the conjugate trick in order to cancel the root in the denominator. That is a good trick. In this question, notice that you cannot use Vieta right away, since Vieta does take into account the multiplicities. We can use different approaches here, but it seems that guessing all the rational roots and using long division does the trick. This is a purely think in pictures kind of question. You need to know what taking the absolute value is doing to the graph. After that, you can see that a single solution is not an option by looking at different intersections between the graph and the horizontal line. Here, we are using the right triangle method from the trig lecture. Answers given in intervals does not mean that it cannot be computed accurately. Pay attention to strict inequalities versus weak. A classic example of a 2.5 minutes question turning into a 10-second question is this. Note that the shape is a pyramid with a triangle as a base. This is the 3D model of the pyramid. Think of how 6 of those can fit into one cube. That's it, the end of this module. We will be happy to see you in the next one, the single variable calculus module.